Everything looks healthy. So let's see. I'm getting the usual error beeps. Hello. Okay, so I think I must have left off here last time with the intent of going in and doing this level. And it looks to me like this is going to be all about queens. We had queens introduced, but I think here we're going to really have queens. Breeding grounds. The passage opened out into a wide, flat space cut out of the rock. The floor had been churned and weathered into a flaky soil, moistened by the recent ossuary floods as they descended through the earth on their yearly cycle. As Bethro stepped further into the open space, he began to hear around him the sound of chattering jaws and the purring of mother roaches as they nestled their young in dark corners. He had heard of places like this. According to the legends of the Smite Masters Guild, somewhere below the surface there were breeding grounds, farms where roaches were cultivated so they could grow into teeming hordes to refill cleared dungeons. But who was cultivating them, and why? No one seemed to know. Alright. So what I'm taking from this is that roach queens can purr, like a cat. That's probably not what you mean. Oh, it must be that sound that gets made whenever a queen spawns. That rattling sound must be what you're referring to as a purr. Doesn't look like there's anything complicated to this room. But I suspect this might specifically be about horde management. In the context of the kind of self-refilling horde that queens produce. Whereas the other queen level was more like about queens themselves as an individual element. Okay. So this is using a mechanism that I want to use when I want to build a horde room myself, which is you're not allowed into the room until one spawn cycle has happened. I don't know that I should really take credit. I think that's just a very common thing to build. Like, just about as common as, oh, here are some force arrows that make sure the queens are stationary spawners. You know. Yeah, that earlier set of moves didn't really make much progress. I should do a little better than that. Okay, there we go. Oh. The roach walked onto a force arrow. Classic. So is this another mechanism to wait for a spawn? Looks like it. And more particularly to wait for a spawn and for them to walk a little bit less usual, I guess. Not terribly unusual, though. I'm gonna say I have the intuition that it's often better if the queens all crowd into one place, because then they kind of get in each other's way as far as spawning roaches goes. So the accidentally pushing them into that corner there kind of really good. Probably want them to stay at one point. that's this arm done, I guess. Back we go. Interestingly, these mechanisms... Oh, no, there's a green door here. I was going to say they create a certain one-wayness to the rooms. Although it does occur to me... Okay, no, the walls of this room are obstacles. I thought for a second that this would be a good way to lock a secret room in such a way that, like, you have to do it upon first clearing the room or something, but I don't think that's what we're dealing with in that particular instance, since all of the walls are rocks. Okay, I can't do this room from this entrance. I need to go in this way. And another classic trick of making the player do something to access part of the floor, giving it plenty of time to spawn while you do that thing. I don't know if leaving that queen alive was necessarily a good idea. Maybe should have told it before a little bit more. But I'm gonna play it out. I really wanted to not let that guy in, but it'll be fine. This is a tricky area. Mostly because the roaches have a tendency to poltergeist walls. I think this one's fine. I would say maybe these... Okay, so far none of these have been as extreme, but it feels like roach wards are such a staple of just the vanilla, like, first two holds especially of Deadly Rooms of Death. You know, Ether has something to say. Huh, funny sort of secret. I just walked into it. But I suppose if they call it a secret room, that still means I don't have to clear it. For once, it's entirely my choice. Okay, since he's had his piece, I'm gonna take a moment to investigate. Yeah, I need to enter on this tile, because we need the queen to probably to spawn or something, and then go to the next one. Or I don't know, we need to somehow hold that door open. So I guess the best bet would be doing something like that. Yeah. Okay. Then I need to push the queen, I guess, this way. Okay, have her spawn right then. That's a little too late. That's still too late. No, wait, that one. No, this works. It doesn't have to be the queen on the button as long as something is stuck there. Maybe this will be more convenient for the next step? Probably not. Especially since I have to move in a way that kills the roach. I'm gonna get 6. This looks salvageable, maybe? Yeah, probably. I can recreate a situation similar to what I had in the other place. I do this right. Didn't quite make it there in time. Let's just keep it there and push it south. That's easy. I guess what I was trying to say is that roach hordes are such the bread and butter of, like, King Dugan's Dungeon and Journey to Root of Hold that it's hard to feel like... I don't know, it's hard to make one that isn't intentionally really difficult that's going to be too terribly hard for a player who's used to them, I guess. But again, if someone's brand new to Deadly Rooms of Death, this might be their first time encountering that kind of gameplay. Anyway, Roach Queens will not spawn roach eggs on trapdoors, open yellow doors, or force arrows in any direction. Also, a moving queen will never spawn on the space she just moved off. I came all the way in here, specially to leave you that note for you, and now here I am surrounded by roaches with no way out. I just hope you're grateful. Cedric. Especially? The use of the word... Oh, so that's it for Cedric. Guess he never made it past here. Well, at least I'll have something to tell the guys back home now. If I can ever find a way out of here. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah. I got tripped up on the use of the word specially here. I mean, it's not incorrect in this instance, I don't think. I think I would be inclined to use a word like specifically or especially with an E at the start, but I don't think it's wrong to use specially either. I don't know. Word choice is interesting. Let's see. Can I make this work? Maybe... Should I go around the other way? I could try that. See what comes of it. No, that's not good. But I could just do this. Okay, that works. I'd like to know how Cedric managed to get himself trapped in this room. I don't know. I guess it might have looked different for him, though. Okay. I'm gonna go read that scroll first thing. I'll figure out what else is going on in this room after. Don't open the door around this scroll. Doesn't that create a paradox? Okay. So I need to press that. And that. Got it. The placement of these arrows is a little weird, though. Oh, okay. The only way to push one of those plates is... Hello. To have a queen standing right there and spawn. I don't want to go like this. Oh, wait. This is going to be more of a pain than I thought, because I have to deal with both of them at once. I guess if I just don't go too far north, that won't be something I have to worry about. Is that gonna work? Not quite. Alright, hang on. Okay, wait, one more. I guess I could just, I don't know. No, that's completely out of control. Yeah, I'd like it to spawn about there, so let's wait 4 times. Go this way. There we go. And it's slid across. Okay, that's good. That one's... Alright, that one's settled. So now I don't have to worry about what happens to that. This one I need to push to east a little bit. And it stops there. That's fine. I'm a lot less concerned when I can actually go toward the queen myself. Or maybe I should be a little more concerned in this case. Yeah, if I just wait long enough, this should be fine. I'd like to try to get to all the secret rooms and levels. I'm not really expecting to do all the challenges. I kind of said when I was first starting in the first stream, but basically, I'd like to beat what I can on my own. I'm not, I'm willing to ask for help or look for help as needed once I get past the things that I can do without help. But for challenges, I'm not really going to worry about them. Okay, this is going to be really silly. I'm just going to move the queen one step at a time, I guess. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. So wait. Push it up there. And then it will go in position. Cool. Completely unnecessary amount of work there, but it works. I guess not work, but turns. Alright, herdsmanship. Yeah, so I'm going to attempt challenges when I run into them, but I don't really expect to do all of them. I think there was a challenge, at least one already, that I couldn't figure out, so I left it alone. I don't really remember for sure, but anyway. So, what is the deal here? This appears to be, hey, control precisely when the queen spawns. So we need to spawn right then. So I should wait an amount of turns to make that happen. Then I need to stick it there. Yeah, there's some kind of settings in the forum under Caramel Net for all that. Oh, I also need to actually kill this leftover. Ouch, yeah. So, like, it's not a setting in the game, but it's a setting on the forum. Now, what do I do with this part? I'm not completely sure, but I guess I'll see. If I just try to apply strategy... Oh, okay, I'm just supposed to hold the queen here, I guess. Okay, the tunnel placement is very intentional here. Okay. Always count everything, because everything counts. R. Smullian. That sounds like a quote from the real world. I vaguely feel like I've seen that before, but I could just be imagining something. Alright, where's the idea here exactly? Okay, I don't want the queen to spawn something there. Got it. Yeah, okay, I thought it sounded familiar. Okay, so it looks like if I'm just supposed to make sure that the queen spawns directly onto the force arrow and nowhere else. Or not spawns, yeah. So I want the queen, I want this to be the 30th turn so that the queen doesn't spawn. Now the queen won't spawn for a bit. there. I definitely need to come around to here. But then what we want to do is make the queen want to spawn, quote-unquote, on that trap full of trapdoors, so that it won't actually spawn. Oh, that was only one turn off. I just want to mention that my way of, air quotes, counting is trying something and seeing how many turns off I am from the intended solution. And then just kind of backtracking to make that many turns happen. Like, it's not strictly trial and error, but it's better. I enjoy it better than, like, going, oh, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 turns of blah blah blah, and then figuring it out. I don't know. I think it's a preference business. Anyway, that's that. This opened a path here. Okay. So... we have a parity problem here. Unless I have it spawn something, but I don't think I should do that. There we go. Yeah, there was something. I thought this seemed kind of familiar, perhaps. But yeah. Probably the fact that I played through Mother of All Roaches, even with getting a lot of hints along the way, might have helped me know what to do there. Alright, so I ran into a secret room, which I think was my first secret room of the whole chapter, because in this level there isn't really any way to hide a secret room. Unless, like, scripting can't get rid of obstacles, so you'd have to make, like, a scripted character that looks like an obstacle to even have a chance at something that you could break or, like, interact with in a special way to get past. But there was a secret room that was free to enter in a sense that, wasn't hidden necessarily. Anyway, so that's breeding grounds. I think I have 2 levels left, looking at the map screen. I'm just talking about secret progress for my own sake. Let's see. Sadako's Sanctuary. Okay, I'm gonna admit up front, straight up. I have a vague idea of what this is because I've seen talk about it on the development forum. So I'm gonna look into this, but I don't think this is a proper level. I think it's something else. Maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, Sadako's Sanctuary. Bithro followed the passage as it widened out into an open space. For all he could see, he might as well have been outdoors at night. A wide, expansive ground stretched away in front of him. It was cold enough to be outdoors, too. Was that a snowflake he felt brush against his cheek? He shook his head. Nah, it couldn't be. He trudged on. There was a gleam of light ahead. A light that, as he drew closer, was clearly coming from the windows of some kind of building. So there were people down here. He could find someone to tell him how to get back to the surface, or at the very least shelter from the snow and a nice cup of leaf juice. It only took him about half a paragraph to go from "there's definitely no snow" to "I need shelter from this snow." Anyway. Alright. These have all got very standard... Oh, a visitor. Welcome to the sanctuary. Thanks. Listen, I was wondering, can you tell me how to get back to the surface? We have beds here if you would like to rest. You can stay as long as you want. Well, that's kind of you, but I wanted to know if... We have a kitchen, swimming pool, games room, all the modern facilities you could ask for. Once you've stayed here for a night, you'll never want to leave. Alright, can I get a cup of leaf juice? Sure, the kitchen is this way. Follow me. All that Zeroth Place means is that there's no actual high scores for that room. Like it was marked non-scorable for one reason or another. And it's obvious that this room will be marked non-scorable. Yeah. As you can see, the sanctuary is built on the ridge of an abyss. We get some lovely medicinal air rising up from beneath. Just gonna take in that medicinal air real quick. There we go. Some people don't like being so high up. I've never understood why. It gives me a serene and peaceful feeling. When I look into the abyss, I remember how small my worries are, and they seem to drift away. By the way, I'm moving in such a way that would stab this character if it was stabbable. It's clearly not. So, I guess the canon here is that Vithro gets rather distracted with the concept of walking around on trapdoors, such that he does that instead of just directly following that person. I mean, that's my canon since I'm doing this. So, what are these little rooms? Somewhere that guests can come if they want some time by themselves, and a few puzzles to solve to keep them from going crazy. Yeah, I know. That's what I was saying. I was kind of deliberately testing that it wasn't. Anyway, I guess I'm going to destroy the solitude rooms here. My first exposure to this style of puzzle, where you're supposed to carve out a path in a space like this and never repeat yourself twice, was The Legend of Zelda Oracle of Ages/Seasons has things like that. Stop! I want to ask you something. What is it? The other beds, they were all empty. Is there no one else here? I expect they're all down in the games room. Those beds look like they hadn't been used for years. If you want to meet the other guests, feel free to go down and join them. I expect they'll be glad to see you. But yeah, those games had puzzles where you're supposed to step on a series of tiles and only use each tile once. I was reminded of that brief a little bit. I've been playing some of Questmaster recently. Questmaker? Questmaster. Which is basically, Nintendo never made a Zelda Maker like they did Mario Maker, so someone said I'll do it myself, and that's kind of the result so far. Ah, you've caught up. This is my study. I sit here and meditate with the abyss below me. Won't you come and join me? Or I'd better get going. Are you sure? I thought it would be nice to sit and chat together. But do as you please. What happens if I try? So, what did you want to chat about? Oh, nothing in particular. It's just nice to have someone to talk to. This place feels so large and lonely sometimes. Yeah, being underground does that to you. You know the feeling? Hey, I'm a Smite Master. I've been on dungeon runs that have lasted days sometimes. I've seen levels with vast pits that seem to go on forever, or endless repetitions of the same room with slight variations. There was even one level that was just a massive maze with a single roach at the end. And did it feel lonely? Well, you kinda get used to it, you know? Smite Mastery isn't for most people, but I wouldn't want any other life. I see. Alright. I guess Vithro just immediately gave up on this slightly insane person giving him any clues on how to get to the surface, and then she just deflected the question and ignored it. I mean, that's pretty understandable. Does one of these lead to the games room? No idea. I'll just have to try every path and maybe I'll find it. Yeah, I recognized it. Alright, so this is just more trapdoors. Got it. This one has constraints. So at some juncture, I have to press this. And this path is built in a way that I have to press that. But, alright. So, I need to hit this, come back down and do that, then hit this, then go through that path. That's my impression. Yeah. That's appreciated. So I guess... Yeah, I don't get anywhere just staring at something like this. I'm gonna just try a path and see if it works. Okay, that's gonna be a problem. Yeah, the way this is built, I have to have that door open to go to the east orb. That just means I have to push the west orb twice. This is only truly one path, even though it looks like two. Yeah, okay, and this actually has two paths. One path, this actually has the ability to enter and leave twice, so that's good. Provided I can manage to take advantage of it. Button. Now I need to go hit the other one. Again. I might have messed up back there. Can I salvage that? Maybe? Probably not. Okay, hang on. Where can I go to fix this? I probably have to go back as far as this. Okay. So I thought I was leaving myself more of a path here, but I think I messed this up. That's not gonna work. I'm getting myself tripped up. Let's start here. Need to do that. And I want to exit. So I want to leave that path open. Okay, this is what I messed up. That part right there needs to be clipped. Okay. I think I'm back on track now. There we go. Okay, we've got a little green door-based path here. Because this is the same level and all of these are technically optional rooms. I get it. Oh boy, is this an orb puzzle? Okay. Okay, it's not as bad as that. This just enforces an order. So this goes first. Actually, I can just click these to see. First, second, third, fourth, fifth. Okay, the central one is last. I have to hit this one first. Then I want to go hit that one. That one. I don't really need to have as much path as I'm needing here, so let's fix that. I'm completely done with the south side. Okay, then I just hit this one. Okay, I was a lot more worried about this room than I needed to be when I first glanced at it, but that's just fine. It's fairly straightforward if you just look at what you're doing. I'm a little concerned at the large number of graves just sitting here. Just a little bit, considering Sadako said something about how once you sleep here once, you'll never leave, or something. It sounds a little bit threatening in this context. What is the deal here? Okay. So the rules here are press this orb 4 times. There are exactly 4 paths off of the mainland that might go toward the orb. I mean, 8 paths, which can be either return or entry paths. So I think if I'm just reasonably careful, I should be fine. I don't know, there might be something tricky to the shape that makes this tougher than it looks. Just going from farthest to closest to make sure I have an order. Oh wait, that won't work. Okay, there's a slight problem here. I'm on this return path here. Okay, I know what I did. So I should only expect to come through this way one more time, and that's that path right there that I've left. Earlier I was trying to leave too much. So now if I take this path, that cuts the entire north side. I think we're fine with what I've left there. And then just clean up the mess. The one big difference between the Oracle of Seasons / Ages puzzles that I'm thinking out of and this is that you can't move diagonally in those games. I mean, you can in general, but not on those tiles. Anyway, I guess that's the whole pathway opened. So let's move on this way. I guess this is a proper level that counts toward, the thing. I just have this vague inclination. There are no trapdoors. How am I supposed to open those gates? I don't know. But there's a scroll that's unreachable. There's 2 scrolls that are unreachable. But anyway. Oh, there's a slot here for some kind of key card. And there is a scroll up here. The first key card is hidden in the place where I brew medicines. Okay. This might be what I remember seeing something about in the forum. Main sanctuary, swimming pool, sauna, way out. And what do you have to say? The second key card is hidden in a hot place, where only a smart person can find it. Alright. I guess I'll probably keep that in mind. Let's just make lots of checkpoint saves here so I can reread those scrolls later. I don't know how Bethro knows the word key card, but I'm not going to question it. And for future visits, I can just enter that area directly. Okay, so that was a necessary step, and that's going to lead to other secret things later, I suppose. Alright, looks like we're going to introduce some eyes. Glasswater Cove is going to be a place with evil eyes. One path led down to the rim of an underground lake. The water gleamed like a cool, lifeless blue, lit only by faint shards of light that fell through the cracks in the rocky ceiling. Around the lake, a wide swath had been smoothed into a silvery sand. There were no signs of life, no crabs, no seaweed, not even a roach scurrying around in search of food. The scene was serene and silent, yet Beethro could not shake off a feeling that he was being watched. Okay, what do you have to say for yourself? Okay, you're just telling me how it controls. That's fine. I'm gonna try to beat this room without visibility. I bet I can do it. Okay, anyway. I guess, okay. Move every turn until the eyes are awake. Until all the eyes are awake. Huh, okay. Move every turn. So this is an interesting thing here. I guess I need all three of these pressed simultaneously? Oh boy. Okay. So, I'm guessing that for the sake of this, the scripting of this challenge, bumping doesn't count as moving. Which is going to be kind of awkward for my playstyle, because I tend to tap a button a lot, and that leads to a lot of accidental bumping. But we're just going to try our best. Okay, those two are lined up, so that one needed to be awakened later. Maybe about now? Ah, that does it. All the eyes are awake now, so I'm allowed to stop moving. Synchronized dancing. That's a secret? I guess I can see how that's a secret. Let's look at this regular one, because that looks like a hard variant. Alright, what's the deal? This is all about making sure that you enter the right way, and or wake eyes from farther away. Because if you try to enter a certain way, some of these things, two eyes will both see you and kill you. So you don't want that. Last eye can get to me. I think I'd better actually do this a little bit differently. You know, I kind of have to go back corner. I guess I'd better go this way. I think this should work. Alright, so that wasn't too hard, but what's the secret variant going to be like? So those doors are probably just to say, no longer wake up. I think that's the case. I mean, this is more in the spirit of actually find a good path. So, I guess east first. I definitely can't get to this one without going from this direction. And this has to go this way. Oh, the orb opens all the doors, doesn't it? I was not paying attention to that. So I kind of swung this way around just kind of incidentally, not thinking that hard about what I was doing. But maybe that was the correct way to go? I guess we'll see. No, that guy's gonna be a problem. Okay. I can't go this way. That must not be the right path. Let's see. If I do go east, then I'm forced to go east again. I think. Maybe not, but maybe. I don't know. Let's just try going south and see what happens. And I'm not absolutely forced to do anything unless there's an obstruction. Like, I can't go south here, because that would kill me. So that's the only time I really cannot go direction. It's just that if I do something like that, like leave that one up there alone, I have to somehow clean it up later. And in this case, I guess I can go this way. That's leading to the same problem as before. I don't know, I think I have this impression that maybe east isn't a good way to start. I'll try starting south. And then I definitely can't go south again, so I have to go this way. And I have to go like that. Well, not like that. I do have to go to the east and stop off here in some way. Since this guy is the one that was giving me all the trouble, maybe getting rid of him helps with the ending part. No, that can't work. I need to have some way to wake that eye, and I don't. So maybe going that way from here is wrong. Despite the fact that that pair of eyes over there is the one that gives me trouble. It seems like this eye, right here, is the one I really need to worry about. So I should try to find a path that at least lets me kill it before reaching the orb. So maybe if I just absolutely prioritize that, maybe that will do something useful. Let's see, from here... we have a different problem. I can't kill the eye up that way now. So... there's two almost mutually exclusive problems that I need to deal with here. One of them is down there, and one of them is up there. So there's this eye that's annoying if I don't kill it before the orb. And there's this eye that I have to somehow reach from behind, meaning my path can't cut off the way to do that. Definitely not it. I can't not go south here. Because at some point I have to kill this eye. But now, there's nothing I can do. I can't go north because that wakes them up. And I can't go south because that way is death. That absolutely can't be the right path. This has its own problem. I guess in theory I could open the door and then wake those two and lure them. That doesn't seem likely to work all that well. Besides which, I have to have a way back from up there. Yeah, I don't know. This one's pretty hard. Nonetheless, I feel like I should be able to run into the right answer if I keep trying things. Not necessarily stumble, but eventually come up with something that works. I have this feeling like, what if I hit the orb, wake this eye, then I'd be able to enter this room from the south. Room by which I mean this square. But that conflicts with the goal of hitting this set of eyes. Because if I hit that set of eyes and then come here, then I have to go west. Is there an alternative way to deal with the problem of that one waking up? Not from here. In theory, if I could go up to that tile and then come down this way, then that one getting stuck wouldn't matter. But if I'm standing here, okay, if I'm at the orb, then I've either cut the west way or the east way. If I've cut the west way, then I can't go and deal with this at all. It has to have already been dead, because otherwise I'm stuck. If I came in from the north way, then I have to go west, which necessitates going up this way, because that won't be survivable. So if I enter from the west, then I've already cut this way somehow, so I can't go through here at all. And if I enter from the north, then I also can't go this way. So I guess I'm just establishing what I already know, which is that I absolutely have to kill these eyes from behind, because there is no other way to catch this one if it wakes. If I try to come from the east, they'll just kill me. If I wake this eye and then try to kill it, then it will be stuck here and there will be no way to get to it. So this has to be the place I go before the orb. There's no other option. There's no other way for this to work other than killing this eye and then going to the orb. So how should I get here? There's only two options if I'm going to go this way to get to the orb. I have to come from the north or from the west. Well, those are basically equivalent because eventually I have to come from here. I don't know, they're not equivalent, but if I come from here, I could also just go up from there. So I could go east then south, or I could just go south. Well, no, actually, I can't come from the west. What am I saying? So if I came from here to get to the orb, then I have to have gone from the north. So I have to have come from here to reach the orb. So, orb, this, have to be the last three things that I do to reach the orb. So to come here, I could come from basically any direction. But I have to reach this tiny two-tile island before reaching the orb. So... I've tried several times coming here from the east and from the west, and for some reason or another it doesn't seem to work. So I'll try coming to that island from the north, I guess. So this is how I would get here from the north. And then I do the compelled moves, which is up to there. So once I'm in this state, then I can only go north and west because of the eyes there being a problem. And now this room is impossible because I have to have some way to get to this square. And also to exit from that square. What am I missing? Hang on. I have to get here. So I have to get here from the two-tile island, from here. But once I'm here, having come from the west, I can't go north, because these are in the way. But if I don't go north, then there's no way to enter and exit this island. So that means I have to kill them before punishing them. So I have to first kill those two, then get to the island over there, and then get to the orb? But I can't do that. Because if I got here, I have to have come from the west, which means I have to go south. And if I don't go all the way south to the orb, then I can't complete the room. Maybe this is what I have to do? This is the only way I can see out of this knot of constraints, is if I go out of my way to deal with that eye by hurrying over here instead of worrying about anything else. So as soon as I see that eye has seen me, I have to go over here. And then it's okay, I can probably wake that eye that's to my east now eventually. I think that has to be it. Because absolutely nothing will work in terms of stationary eyes, thanks to that one always getting stuck. That... I think that's spam. Preposterous sinecure. If you're not spam, say something to let me know. But, like, seriously. I don't know what best comma viewers is supposed to mean otherwise. Looks like a buy people to watch your stream spam. Let's see, moderation is the sword, isn't it? No? I don't really know how to do that, but I don't use this very often. Oh, here we go. Let's we go. Alright, sorry for the interruption. Moving on. Okay, I left alone this area. This is probably much easier than the secret room. Okay. Goal here is I want to push that, hold that down to go press that one. That wakes up all three of these. But I don't think 3 is enough, right? There really doesn't seem to be anything to pin these things in position. Yeah, I don't know. There really isn't enough here to hold that button down. And it's not like anything other than Vithro can press the orb. Oh, if I don't wake that one, then it will be a wall for the other 3. Okay. Yeah, I thought I should be missing something fairly obvious. There we go. Alright. What's this? Don't wake Daddy? Yeah, okay. Do not allow the eyes to see you. Oops, I probably don't want that door to close, he says in an alternate timeline where he died because he starved to death after eating every single eye in the movie. Anyway, I probably don't want to do that. Something interesting to me, a kind of balance between puzzle design and storytelling in levels. Like, to some extent, the story, quote-unquote, of this level is that Vithro's wandering around this area where there just happen to be wild eye monsters wandering around. But then you come and look at this room. This room looks like it was very deliberately set up as a trap for someone who wants to kill eyes specifically. Right? Because their pressure plate's exactly where the eye's waking up would then immediately step there and cause trouble. And so this is wake only one of each pair. It's worth noting that for any pair where one of them is horizontal, right, is orthogonal rather than diagonal, I have to wake the one that's orthogonal. So I absolutely cannot wake the one that is diagonal. Let's see. This. And this should be fine if I can. Yeah. Alright, now everybody can wake up. bad. I really appreciate, I have to say, the use of individual light squares to create like an actual lighting gradient effect. Like, that's honestly pretty neat. Like in this room, or in that one, or in that one especially, look at that. Anyway, like, that requires you to individually decide what the lighting level of every individual room is, or of every individual tile is. Yeah, okay, puzzle mode exists. Our goal here is get all the way over without closing the door, I guess. And I think the trick here... No? Okay, I was thinking the trick is that you can actually stick some eyes onto the walls. Yeah, okay, just not the one that I thought. Let's see, from here... Is there anywhere I can go? Not there. Certainly not there. Oh, that one. To wake up that one and then make it walk over in the other direction. Got it? There we go. And there must be a path that I haven't taken. I'm not talking a secret room, I just didn't go in a direction. Okay, I can go west from that room. There we go. Here's the room I was missing. And there is effectively a challenge to not step on the trapdoor. Not really a challenge, but actually a secret room entrance requirement. So I guess I'll do that. Or I'll try to do that, anyway. Like, that's kind of transparently, if you don't do this, you'll get access to a secret room, right? So let's see if I can figure it out. Actually, no, yeah, okay. The placement of things there says you can retry the room if you want, but... Okay, my first thought is whether there is some way to use the previous set of eyes in the wall for the new ones. I don't know that that's going to work. This is the same problem I was having before. feels like a weird parody-related problem, which I should be able to fix by tuning it to be in the right place with the sword or something, but that's not really working. Do I need to go a few steps back farther? I don't think so. Like, I really don't think there's any way to make the old sets of eyes useful in the new ones. My next guess would be to somehow... Oh, okay. I was just saying my next guess would be to make that corner useful somehow, and that's what I needed to do. Okay. Welcome to the secret room of the level, I guess. In this room, we need to push this orb, that orb, while holding down all 3 of these. Okay. Well... I'm gonna guess I should do this. My very first thought, is that if there's a trick to this room, it involves some eye that you can wake up and then make it go back onto its pressure plate. I'm not sure that that's the deal, but that's my very first guess as to what would be a valid trick to make for a room like this. I don't know, I don't see a way to get there without waking one of these. Alright, let me try to read the constraints a little bit more carefully, I guess. So from right here, I can reach this orb if I wake either that one or this and that one. Say I wake that one. That wouldn't be a good idea, because if I wake that one, then I'm still stuck in an area. Well, no, I could go this way and then wake this one. That would let me hit that orb. And I'll have awakened this one so I can go through here. But then I'll be stuck. Because the one I've awakened is that one. I can't go this. I can't really do this too well. Alright, but let me try this way. It seems more valid than I initially thought it was. Right, if I'm going to bother doing that, then I should definitely go past this way for this one. For this pair. And now, my only choice is to go this way somehow. But I guess I can go back around and only wake the one over here to achieve that. No, we still have a problem. Okay. Next guess. Try to avoid ever waking this one so that I can make use of that one. What would that entail? Well, then I need to go this way. And my only real choice is to wake both of these. That lets me go this way. But now I have no way to reach that one. Nor actually the eye that I'm trying to get to in the first place. Alright, well, what did I say was my very first guess for the trick to this room? Let's try that. that would work if I had already hit the other orb first. Can I go hit the other orb while pulling this guy around? Probably. I think I need to do this in a very particular way. That's not it. Okay. I think I can get separated enough to make this work. Maybe. Not quite. At least not in that way. There we go. That does it. Okay, the trick is what I predicted it might be, or else I managed to break the room. But I'm more likely I think that I didn't break the room, and that's what I was supposed to do. Alright. So did I get all the rooms now? I think so. I already forgot if it showed exit level when I finished that room and came into the secret. But let's see. Where was the blue door? Back over this way somewhere. There, I was in the entrance. There we go. And I did complete the level. Just notice there is a single breakable wall here. That's something. Here we have another different room involving trapdoors and, I guess, luring eyes. Okay. So the deal here is don't cut the eye's way as you approach the trapdoor that wakes the trapdoor with the checkpoint on it that wakes that particular eye. So maybe I should start with. Feels like this is a bad choice, because this is going to cut a lot more before I get to the checkpoint. But I definitely can't do it that way. So maybe going a long way around is how I just have to do it. I don't know. I don't see any way I can get the northwest eye while doing things this way. Yeah? I'm really stuck on this one. So to get this eye, I need to stand there, and then I need to somehow go north? Because if I'm standing here, it'll go here. I guess I need to make sure that I come to that. Okay. To get this eye, I need to reach this coming from the east, which means I cannot go this way. So I have to come from here to get this eye. Okay. To get this eye, that's way too far for me to parse, but I guess I need to do something here before I'm up there. Okay. This eye looks an awful lot like one that I could just stab on the way across to somewhere else. So I don't think I need to worry about waking it, perhaps. This one suggests I should do that. I should stand here before going up through this area to kill that eye. And this one, I need to stand here before going that way. So I definitely need to go... The only way I can come at this from the east side is if I've approached from a path that does something like that, or like this. So I think I should expect to go through this going this way, in which case I guess going north is the right start, except I need to have some way to keep a path through this eye to go kill it with. And any path I can imagine that goes through the north way to reach where that eye should be lured to cuts off an awful lot of space there. I guess I'm gonna try... No, that can't be right. Yeah, this extremely can't be right. Okay, because there's only one way on and off the mainland, I can't actually go to the area that it looks like I'm supposed to be able to stab this eye from behind through. So I can't go this way. Because if I go this way, then I am absolutely forced to either cut this in such a way that I can't reach the eye, or go and cut this in such a way that I can't get back. So I have to start out going north. These are permanently inaccessible, so I should treat them as such. And I shouldn't try to go north here, because that will cut the way for that eye. Then, what about this? I have to reach this at some point, right? And this is the only opportunity to do so. So I have to go this way at this time. But from here, I shouldn't go this way because that would cut the rest of the path off. So I better go this way and not cut that way off. I'm not sure which way to go here. I guess I'll try this way. Let's see what happens. Oh, how can I reach that eye, though? So that won't work. Maybe I should go this way? No. The trouble is, I can't see any way to actually get this eye to go north and then south to where I can get to it. No matter what path I take to approximately here, I guess I have to do this if I want to make sure I kill that eye. And is it going to be possible to kill that one? I guess so. Alright. So this room looks very complicated, it's very knotted and twisty, but it makes a lot more sense if you think about what's actually possible to make work at all. Yes. Alright, so I happened to spot that because I was like, hey, why is there an edge of broken wall right there? That looks weird. Anyway. One less secret I'll have to look for later. So I think that's going to be the end of this chapter's levels, maybe? At least as far as the regular level pass-through goes. I could be missing something, sure. Is there not... No, I probably just saw something that isn't there. For some reason I thought this looked breakable for a minute there, but no. Where is the blue door for this level anyway? Not in that direction. Oh, here it is. Past the Hall of Arrows. Alright. Here we have a blue room. Past the blue door, full of hand statues. A nice winding pathway to walk through. This leads to some stairs. Derelict Gatehouse. Bethro sighed. He had tried out every single path he could find, and he was weary and parched. Hadn't that strange woman offered to get him some leaf juice? Whatever had happened to her? There was only one way left, and he held little hope that it would bring him back up, that it would lead him back up. The abyss yawned beneath him, spanned by a narrow finger of stone that had fallen across it like a bridge. Beyond were the ruins of splintered stone walls, all that remained of the fortifications that had once been the entrance to the lost castle. Well, if he couldn't get back up, maybe he could at least get to the castle and have a look around. This would be an adventure to tell the apprentices back home if he ever made it there. Alright. So I have the impression that this is kind of an exam. Like, we taught you all these elements, now go deal with all of them at once kind of thing. This is a start. Should I wake everybody right away? I think yes. I think that's a good strategy. There we go. Yeah, so I'm going to try to beat the exam and then go back and look for secret rooms, is what I was trying to start to say. So this room, if I enter it this way, then I have to worry about that eye being awake. But if I enter it from this direction, I don't. Actually, do I want here? Okay, this toggles both. So I really want something to stay on that button for a while. So I think, but then I want it to get back off again. So I think the right approach would be to place the golem here, and then do that, and do that. Simple enough. Okay, this room has what might be a post-beating the ring challenge scroll. I'm going to take a wild guess as to what the challenge might be. It's something about waking or killing eyes before reaching the queen or something. That's going to be my guess. So I'm going to try to wake as few eyes as I can. Kill the queen. And the roach. Alright, what does this challenge scroll actually want from me? Kill all evil eyes before reaching the queen. Okay, so two things I didn't notice. One, this door closes after turn 30. And two, is there a two? Anyway, so I need to actually be quick about this, is the thing that I'm getting from this. Oh, this is a very tight efficiency challenge then. If I haven't failed all the challenges, or if I've managed every challenge so far, I'm not sure I'm going to manage this one. What did I say? If there are any... Okay. If I've beaten every challenge that I've tried so far, I think this is going to be my breaking point, because I'm not very good at high, super, hyper-efficiency challenge runs. That said, I have 3 turns, 2 turns of leniency with the whole, what I just did. So surely that one turn to back and hit this guy, and if I can manage to recreate what I did otherwise, this should be good enough, right? There we go. Okay. I don't know, I managed to do it somehow, but that was feeling intimidating a little bit. Let's keep going. Okay. The goal here is for the eyes to never push any of these buttons. So is this supposed to work? I guess I need to gather them. Okay, so this room, I need to actually start facing a particular direction, or else that won't work. Okay. I probably could have turned during that wait turn right there, actually. Okay, and then the last two should be identical to the first two. Alright, interesting. I feel like I made something very convoluted that could have been the same general idea when I was making Grand Gallery. Indigo doors. Indigo doors open when at least 50% of required puzzle rooms in a level have been cleared. Usually, although not here, the last level of a chapter will have an indigo door rather than a blue door, blocking its exit. In some very unusual cases, it may happen that an indigo door isn't counting a certain room because you left a room before triggering a script. If this happens, don't worry, just walk back into each cleared room and the issue should fix itself. Alright. Found a key with numeral I. Perhaps it might be useful somewhere. I for indigo. I'm gonna go try to clear the rest of the level anyway. Actually, I think it was saying that I have to, so that's probably fine. Okay. We need the Queen's help to deal with this situation. After which... I think I need to kill this guy? Yes, that's the situation. And... okay, going that way closes a secret door. Closes the door that probably leads to a secret room. Okay. Okay, first of all, what does that scroll have to say? A room counts toward opening indigo doors if it has ever been cleared. Unclearing it with a seeding beacon does not subtract it from the number of rooms cleared. But clearing it a second time doesn't make it count twice. That would be hilarious if someone made some like grand hold with like a similar like overarching structure idea thing, except that they added, like they did a little bit of troll to where for some reason there's like one level with not enough rooms and you have to go do the indigo door thing. I don't know, that would be dumb but kind of funny. So if I do this, then I can bring roaches with me, I think. But not the queen, and not the other golem. So it doesn't seem like that should be good enough to help. But the fact that this opens the way back seems really suspicious in terms of what the solution to the secret entry part of the puzzle could possibly be. An alternative would be... what if, just hypothetically, I were to have the queen spawn while it passes there? Just barely. Okay. That requires very specific set of rules, but it does work. And that leads us to a secret room, which is about something to do with golems, I think. So we need to not press that, and we need to not press that. Okay. So this is use golems as a mobile wall, well, as a eventually immobile wall, I guess, to ensure that the eye does not press either of these. I should only need one of them for that place over there, but yeah, I don't have as much control over these as I would like to for a controllable wall. So I really need to put one directly in the corner, like right in front of where the eye wants to go, somehow. I'm not sure immediately how to achieve that. Naturally, I also need one to kind of bump it back into orbit. So something like here. Maybe I can make this work. Not exactly. Okay, that should do it, though. Okay, have a good feeling about that setup. Let's see. No. I needed those to be a horizontal line, not a vertical one. So it has to be like this, I think. But then I can't do what I did a moment ago to get around this guy to get him where he needs to go. Maybe I need that horizontal line to be a little farther to the south. Like here. Maybe this can work. I don't remember exactly what I did to go around this guy before. Here we go. Okay, maybe that will work. No. That horizontal wall needs to be another tile to the west. Somehow. How can I do that? These just start out in such an inconvenient location. Doesn't this just feel like it should work? But no. It's picky like that. If I could just pull them one more tile to the west, this would be doable, but there's just no way to control all three of them at once like that. I don't think so. It's different, but no. I don't know. I don't see how to do this without more obstructions to work with. I need at least one thing to keep these pinned in place so that they'll actually do what I need them to do. But I need all three of them to form the wall for the eye. Like if there's just one here, it'll slide north past it. If there's just one here, then it won't even notice it. It has to be in both of these positions, and then it will go all the way to the east, and then it will go to the right place. But I also need a third one to be up here, to be down there. Also really annoying that these are single press plates and not some configuration where I'm allowed to step on them as much as I want before doing the actual turning it in part of the puzzle. There needs to be at least one more golem for this room to work. Or a mirror, or I don't know, something. A wall in the way of the golems? A way to release them one at a time instead of all at once? I don't see how else this can be done. Besides having something to get more control over the situation. It's not like there's any way I can prevent them from lining up like that. This awkward diagonal corner here means I can't pull one out and bring it back in or anything. There's not any broken walls I'm missing, are there? I don't know, the requirements are just too specific and too strict. Maybe if they started from the west side of the room instead of the east one, this might be possible. I don't see how this can be done. They have to be in 3 exact specific positions or else it won't work. And there is no way to put all 3 of them in those positions. There will always be one that's in the wrong place. Or a dead beetle, one of the 2. I don't see how going in, luring them west, and coming back out can help. But, yeah, no, that definitely can't help. If I could step north here without immediately locking the way out of the room, then I could at least place them here and here, which would work. But there's no way to put one where B-through is standing right now either. Because that would also work. Like, no matter what, vertical preference means that you need one wall to push it out of alignment with the diagonal, and you need two walls to push it into alignment with the diagonal. So as far as I can tell, I don't know. Shall I leave this for later? I have been leaving some secret area rooms for later. But as far as I can tell, this just doesn't seem to be possible. I guess I'll leave this as an incomplete secret and come back to it. Actually, can I do that? No. I mean, I have a demo of accessing the secret, so I can do that, I guess. Which is kind of annoying. Alright, I guess I'll come back to this later, because it just does not seem to be possible. Moving on. Secret access. Strike the orb if you want to have an easier time clearing the room. This cuts off access to the secret, but you can come back at any time using beacon to have another go. Okay. Probably not the right way to start the room. What is the deal here? This makes less things spawn, sure. But otherwise, I think it's just a horde room. With awkwardly placed golems. Say awkward, it's not really that awkward. We just start here. That's not gonna work. Those three golems are really annoying. There. Okay. No more golems in the way. Get back into the corner here. Move things up a little, and finally go south. Maybe. There we go. Convenient little pocket to sit in there. This should be basically the easy part of the room at this point. Not the easiest thing in the world, but the easy part. Since more of the queens are dead than alive at this point. So interestingly, you don't have to clear the room to reach the secret here. You could just make your way through the room without clearing it, go to the secret, come back and clear it from the east. I have to wonder if it might be more efficient to clear the room from the east or something. I don't know. What's the deal with this room? So that's a thing of some sort. There's not any way to reach that button though, except. Oh no! I can walk in here, press this, and then I have to clear the room from there. So, is there something to stop me from just putting the queen in the area and then killing it? I guess I can't walk all the way east across those trapdoors. So, I mean, there's obviously a place to spawn roaches here, but I'm a little confused about how killing the queen is supposed to work, though. Because if I can only step right here and no farther, there's no way I could reach a queen that was even here. There's nothing else in this room that would kill me. Oh, okay. Okay, that's a roach cleanup area. I'm actually just supposed to push the queen south. I haven't been paying a lot of attention to this business. Alright, so I guess I'll do the most obvious thing and push the queen toward that there first. And I don't know what I'm supposed to do after that. Not this. Oh. I guess I could wait a little bit. No, it still would go east if I try to go that way. If I so much as try to reach the tunnel, the queen will just go in the trap. If I have the queen spawn right there, it still will just go straight in the trap. What? Okay, wait. There is one other place I can obviously make the queen spawn. That's if I do this, then push it north to right there. Is that all there is to this room? Maybe. Why did it spawn? Oh no, this still won't work. Huh? Oh, maybe. I guess this is fine. This is a weird one. Like, figuring out its constraints was very strange for me, but also, once I understood what it was asking, it was really easy. I don't know. So, hey, did anyone clear this room from the east side and get a high score from that? Let's see, west side, west side, west side. Notably, it's faster to win. Oh, okay, of course. It's faster to clear the room from the west side because it's faster if you hit the orb. Okay, makes sense. That's bad. Oh yeah, but you can't enter the room if it's cleared already. Okay. Moving on. What's this about? Push these 4 buttons with rock golems. Oh, I dread puzzles like this. So, this is of the form place rock golem very precisely while on trap doors that make less and less room to maneuver the rock golems. But I don't know, I think there's a room like that asks something vaguely similar to that with goblins that really kind of left a permanent bad taste in my mouth with things like this. Even though that particular one may not be that bad. I can't go any farther than this without waking that and letting that golem out. So I have to immediately find a place to put that golem. I'd like to put him where Beether is standing right now, but I can't. Maybe... weren't away, but... That's a death. So, yeah. The additional constraint is that, for presumably secret room access purposes, I need to also do this in a way that allows me to drop all of the trap doors afterward. And of course I need to be able to exit too. feels awfully close, but probably isn't. Okay. I think it should be possible for me to drop all the trapdoors. That is a struggle to achieve. Unless I need to actually press the trigger, by the way. That was a struggle to manage. Oh, and of course we have something similar yet worse here. I mean, I shouldn't really expect any less. Oh boy. I have a demo of clearing that room. If I give up on this one, I could just read it, but... oh boy. Why was that so much easier than the way to access this room? Like, seriously, this was way easier. I mean, it could be a matter of I figured out how to do this kind of thing or something, but it really feels like that configuration of rock golems is much easier to achieve than this one, as far as, like, the end state goes. I don't know. Anyway, here's the blue door. So let's just check out what's over here. Trapdoor puzzle. Green open door. So, not allowed to kill the eye while we're solving this trapdoor puzzle, I guess. But also, wait. I don't know, this is fine. I can just leave it there, right? That's all I have to do? Okay. That's not that much. That's perfectly fine. Okay, and that's the end of this level. Okay. Well, here's what I think. I've been at this for... Oh, it says 8 of 8 rooms cleared. I haven't even been looking at that. Oh, it says that in... Okay, it just says that where the indigo gate is. Okay. I got distracted, but yeah, okay. What I was trying to say, I've been at this for about my regular length of time. I'm gonna go see what's past the end of this, and then go back to the hub in preparation to do secret cleanup next time. I assume I've missed some secrets, and of course there's that one I couldn't figure out today. I'd like to go at least know that I've found all of them, but I'll do that after I see what's past here. Castle Halls. As Bethro emerged onto the path leading up to the castle's entrance, a stray shaft of light found its way through the stony ceiling and struck through the ground ahead of him. For a moment, one small patch of ground looked as it must have looked before the disaster, when it woke up each day to the playful footsteps of the morning sun. Beyond, the moat was still and lifeless, and the doorway veiled in shadow. No one challenged Bethro as he approached. The guards must have perished along with everyone else, their bodies long since consumed by the horrors that hungered in the deep spaces of the world. If anything remained at all of the West Kingdom, it would only be their books, if their castle had a library. Bethro felt a little pang of guilt. He had no interest in books himself, but really he ought to look around for something to take back to the above-ground scholars. It wasn't what he had come for, but it was what Halfwood wanted to do. Okay. So, well, here we are. I don't want to spend any more time down here than I can help. I should just get in, find something to take back, and get out. Here goes. A geothermal jaunt. Oh, we have an interlude. Okay. It wasn't that Sadako had intended to deceive that nice Nightmaster. She just knew that visitors didn't always appreciate being told the whole truth in one go. She had offered him his choice of refreshment from her kitchen, and she meant to make good on that promise or die trying. What she hadn't mentioned was that for a heat source, her kitchen made use of a nearby caldera. It was an efficient arrangement that saved her the trouble of finding a supply of fuel, but guests were often overwhelmed by the sulfurous fumes or terrified by the lava tiles that scorched your feet if you were foolish enough to stand still for too long. Not Sadako, though. She knew her way around her own domain. Here we are. Looks like he decided not to come with me. Doesn't matter. Just a quick trip in and out. I should be back to him in a few minutes. But if I go back, it just says no. Alright, I guess I'm gonna do this next time. I don't feel like starting this tonight, or today, whatever. So since this seems like it's going to be a thing, I think I'll come back to this next time and then do cleanups, I guess. Anyway, so, how can I best, let me see here. Is there not? Okay, here. I'm gonna set my restore point here so that when I walk on the bridge, I'll start the cutscene business. I think that feels most sensible. That way I'll be able to remind myself what's going on plot-wise and such. Alright, as far as I know, next week should be the same. The week after that, I'm planning on traveling a bit, so that, the 15th, I probably won't be. So that's what I know right now. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good night. And see you, or at least your usernames, later.